welcome to the Tanager Sports Report. This is AJ Martin here with Coach Billy McKnight of Prolific Prep. And, man, I know it's been a long season, but you guys got some unfinished business as you guys get ready to go down to Fort Myers, Florida, and play in the Geico's tournament. First and foremost, Coach, how are the guys? I know you guys have some health issues, and obviously first a couple names come to mind with MJ Rice and Adem Bona. How are those fellas doing right now?
Well, they're both out at McDonald's right now. They're still questionable for some of the stuff. So, we're just keeping our fingers crossed and hoping that they'll make it back in time. And in the meantime, we're preparing as if we may not have them. I mean, that's all you got to do. That's all you can do as a coach, right? Like if you're not 100% sure. So, we're getting ready. We play Sunrise Christian in the first round. Obviously, they're number one team in the country. We ended up getting the 8 seed. Which I think could have been different if those guys hadn't had some injury issues earlier this year.
Right.
We obviously having Adem on the floor makes us a totally different team. And it never hurts to have a guy like MJ who is stronger than 95% of the players out there.
Exactly. And, MJ at Kansas commit. I know Kansas is in the Final Four, and then you got Bona who's going to UCLA. But let's talk about the guys you're going to have for this weekend. And you got some young guys that had to step up and play some minutes halfway through the season or 3/4 of the way through the season that stepped up well for you. Then you got a senior leader in the backcourt, Jordan Pope, who's seemed to really turn it on this year on the grind session. It just seemed like the last month or two, he's really rose to the occasion for you.
Yeah, Jordan's really come a long way, I think, this year. Everybody looks at him like a combo guard, myself included, because he shoots it so well. You could move him off the point and let him spread the floor, and he's going to have, they call it gravity, right? Where like guys are going to have to stick to him. So his gravity score is going to be great when he's on the floor, which should open up things for other guys. The other guy, of course, in our backcourt that is a senior is Trey White.
Yeah.
So we've got, both Jordan and Trey is kind of the cornerstone guys in our backcourt right now. And then we do know for sure that we will have Dabo back.
Great.
So that's a big piece because we weren't just missing MJ and Adem. Yeah. We were missing Dabo as well. So Dabo was our starting 4-man, Adem was our starting 5-man, MJ is our starting 3-man. So all of a sudden you take your 3, 4, 5 off the floor. Not only is the system that you're running tailored to those guys not really going to work anymore, but you're having to get used to a whole new group of guys on the floor playing together. So that's been part of the beneficial thing of going through that this last, month and a half or so, is having some other guys be able to step in and get used to playing with each other a little bit.
Yeah. How and I know you guys are getting ready for Geico's, but let me just reflect back just on your time on the grind session. And I know this is another go around here with Prolific Prep for you. Talk about this platform and the grind session and just the competition, the level of competition you guys have played throughout the years. And I know that you've had a lot of experience on this platform. What does that mean to some of your guys that you guys, when you go out and talk to these guys that are interested in going to Prolific Prep or you guys have interest in them, what are some of the things you guys talk about as far as strength of schedule?
Yeah, I mean, the grind session is obviously key to everything that we do, simply from the standpoint that we can go out and we can recruit players and tell them that they're going to be playing against some really good teams, and that's what we try to do. Like this year, our schedule was insane. Yeah. I mean, our schedule, when I look at it, it was probably too difficult just because we never got a break. But at the same time, we want to challenge ourselves and we don't want to duck. We're not ducking anybody. We're not playing a cupcake schedule just to have our record look good. That doesn't do anybody any good except for your record. But the goal is always to improve the players as much as possible before they get to their freshman year in college, so that when they get to college, they're used to it. And that's one of the great things about the grind session is that you have body sizes that are the same, as they will be in college. You've got height differences that are the same. If you're a really good player playing normal high school basketball, you might find yourself getting triple teamed. Well, you can't really do that when you're playing on the grind session because there's just too much talent around you. So it's a much more realistic game to what these guys are going to be facing when they get to be freshmen in college. So that's really the benefit of the grind session, is having a group of teams, that are organized, that are going to challenge you with Division I talent on the floor at almost every position. And so it's just different than normal high school basketball.
Right. And I know you guys are a chamber member here on the grind session. Obviously, even when our teams are playing outside of the grind session, like you guys are this weekend at Geico's, we will always be watching and cheering you guys on. What's the schedule like leading up for you guys this weekend? I know you had a little bit of time off, which was probably much needed after the World Championship. So what's the travel plans? Like when you guys, I know you guys are in California. For those who don't know, you guys are in Napa, California, going all the way to Florida. So what's that schedule like for you guys this week?
Yeah, we fly out tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So the beautiful thing is this has coincided with our spring break. So our guys haven't had school. So we've been doing 2-a-days for the last couple weeks, really, which has allowed us to get a good scouting report, of course, on our opponent. Get some familiarity there with like who we're going to be playing against, not just from a personnel standpoint, but also system wise. And of course, I know Luke Barnwell, the head coach at Sunrise, he does a heck of a job, and I'm sure he's going to be throwing new stuff at us that we haven't been able to see on tape. But that's been good for our guys. And then also, as I said, our issue is that we have to change what we're doing as well, because certain things that we have set up, for an Adenbona and whatnot, we're still not 1,000% sure that we're going to have him or not have him yet. So, it's one of those things where it's like we have to have backup plans in place system wise. So it's actually come at a great time for us as far as being able to, change some of the things that we're doing offensively, get ready for a team that we're going to be playing against defensively, and kind of hit a reset button on what we're doing this year. So,
well, Coach, I appreciate you taking time out to be the first guest on the Tanager Sports Report as we are going to go all off season long and into next season. And man, good luck on this weekend, and go win that championship, man. And hopefully you guys stay healthy and safe travels too.
I appreciate you. We're going to do our best. We're optimistic. I think we've got some renewed confidence after this last couple of weeks, and we're going to go out there and play our butts off, whether we win or lose. That's really all you can do. So we'll be out there giving it our best shot.
All right. And for the fans that are watching, hey, we want to encourage you to continue to follow us. You can follow us on social media, The Real Grind Session on Instagram, also Tanager Sports on Instagram, The Grind Session on Twitter, and Tanager Sports on Twitter, as we'll update you throughout the moves of the offseason, and obviously we'll keep track of what Prolific's doing this weekend. Coach, we appreciate you taking time out, man. Have safe travels.
All right. Appreciate you. Thanks for the time.
All right. Thanks, Billy.
Yep.